Hello beer tubers and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the master of hoppers. Today looking at one of the beers that I brought back from Sweden from my Gothenburg trip that I thought I should get cracked sooner rather than later. It's a Pilsner. So I brought back some Pilsners just because, yeah, I like well-brewed Pilsner. And yeah, so some of the ones that I brought I thought could be fun to try, and a few of them were ones I already had over on the trip. One I actually wanted to bring back, but I didn't, was Jever, because it's a classic, a good example of a North German Pilsner, but I didn't because I thought I could get it locally. Turns out I can't. But hey, who cares? Today we're checking out Stigbergets Pilsner. So I drank this quite a lot when I was in GBG for the Bryggeri festival. Like when the festival was done and it was like a party concert thing in the evening. After drinking all this crazy IPAs, this was nice to just drink a pint of, or more. So this is a 4.8% Pilsner. They do not say if it's German or Czech. But thinking of, well, I know it's a new recipe for the Pilsner. It's been changed a bit over time, but thinking back to when Olle brewed there, I'd imagine it would be German, because most of the stuff he's been brewing is German. But what I'm smelling right now is interesting, to say the least, because it's in a brown bottle. It smells a bit light struck. We'll see. It's from Stigbergets. This batch is best before 06/06/19, A022 it says. I don't know how it is with like freshness and whatnot. And this is the same batch that Brett and Tobias bought. They bought bottles as well, and they said it was decent. So we'll see. Maybe mine was in the front of the line. But yeah, pours a nice, quite clear, almost completely clear. There's some haze in the bottom of the bottle that I kept in there, but otherwise nice, lightly hazy. Golden, very, very pale straw yellow color. It probably looks more dark on camera, but it's very light colored. Nice frothy white head on there, as you'd imagine for a beer style like this. Let's check out the aroma. Yeah, it is indeed, I don't know, there's a light aroma that reminds me of skunk, but otherwise loads of like green grass. Like it's one of the more grassy Pilsners I've smelled in a long time. And some sweet malt, but there's definitely a little bit of that skunky vibe going on. Which is weird. I mean, it's in a brown bottle, but I know brown bottles don't 100% protect from sunlight. But if this has been sitting in the front, as I said, in the front of the shelves, in the row of Pilsners at Stigbergets for a long time, and the sun, in the specific one I went to, and the sun has just kept hitting it, over time, if it's an older bottle, it will still skunk. But it's a little bit there on the aroma. It has a slightly soapy floral edge as well, some sweet malt. Otherwise, it smells like a pretty decent Pils. Kind of like, it's got some of the vibes, like the estery vibes you expect with German Pilsners, but yeah, estery vibes and also hoppiness, but it doesn't seem like crazy hoppy. But yeah, let's check it out. Cheers! Ooh, that's interesting. It kind of tastes like this is going somewhere. So it's like light. I think it's. Is that lactic bacteria? So there is like a weird skunkiness to it, but it's got like a light tartness, like almost as if it's going somewhere in terms of an infection, really. It could also just be a really low pH. I don't know. And if it's been standing on the shelves, I don't know. It's probably not a super fresh bottle, let's say it like that. Yeah. Like it tastes like a beer that's about to go sour, pretty much. It's like the pH level is probably around like 4 right now, maybe 3.8. Which is where you start like to pick up on the sourness really. 4.2 to 4.5 is usually the average pH of a lot of beers, where you don't really taste sourness. It can have maybe a tart sting, but as soon as it starts dropping down, you get it. And there's definitely something like that in here, which is interesting. Other than that, you're still picking up the floral edge and lots of the grassiness. There's some black pepper spice. It tastes like what I expect from like German Pilsner. And then malty flavor, but yeah, I think this is a bottle that's starting to get infected. The skunkiness isn't there on the flavor, that was just a bit on the aroma. But what a letdown, because this was fucking great on tap. I drank so much of this beer on tap. It's just a bit too tart for me, and it has like a really like grainy flavor. Like if you steep grains for a long time, it's like if you keep like if you don't sparge at 78 degrees, which usually stops the conversion of starches to sugars. You just keep going like for a very long time. You can draw like these really grainy, husky flavors. I'm kind of getting that. It's just a shame because it's really good. I think this is an off bottle, 100%, so I'm not going to rate it. But yeah, it tastes like something is starting to go on. So hey, I would say though fresh, it's got a similar profile without that sourness and the skunkiness. It's like similar, it's quite German inspired without being like crazy hoppy and crazy bitter. It's like more of a, I guess, for everyman and like an everyman kind of Pilsner type thing. It's like it's not as aggressively hopped as you'll find in some traditional German Pilsners. But it's like a nice sessionable beer. It was very nice. I had a few pints at the festival that Stigbergets held, and it was great. But it's a shame. This happens sometimes. It could also just be really poor storage in the store. Well, maybe not. I mean, I guess the bacteria had to come from somewhere. If that's the case, I'm not entirely sure if that's the case. It just could be me as well. It just has that sourness you associate with lactic bacteria. That lactic sourness, just super lightly. But if it was a fresh bottle, it would be probably mid-80s, like 85, 86, something like that. It's a great lager, but this is not going to get a rating because it's not up to par. So if you guys had a chance to try Stigbergets Pilsner, let us know let me know, not us know, because I'm doing the review on my own today, but let me know what you thought of it if you had a chance to try it. Too bad with this bottle, how it goes sometimes. But yeah, as always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And I'm going to say cheers and not drink any. See you guys in another beer review.